Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to more CSGO news. I went to a wedding this past weekend. It was crazy. There were some crazy things that happened also in the CSGO scene, and I come back and we got a brand new overlay look for the channel. So make sure to leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about that? New outro, new intro, new overlay, and hopefully a bit of a better picture for all of you guys. We also apparently have color correction, which makes me look a little bit better. So it's pretty cool, pretty great weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. Let's break down your latest CSGO news out there. Every individual story will be, as always, timestamped down below, and the first of which, the entire Big roster leak, is seemingly, well, it was true. Big has now made their roster changes, guys. It will be Smooya and Nex back, although Nex will be back once his injury has actually healed itself. For now, it will be Lagia to stand in for him. Who knows exactly the amount of time this roster will be the way it is. It'll, of course, be Dennis and Gabi out, and, of course, Nex eventually back in. Smooya will be back to the full-time opping role, and he'll be joined by Lagia for now. But I think, most importantly, what you guys probably think I'm going to talk about, yes, Gabi has now officially retired from Counter-Strike and will be leaving the scene at least for a time being, a quick break. He'll be back though to actually maintain a role inside Big Clan. We don't know what that role is going to be. Rumors said it was not going to be a coaching role, so if not coaching, maybe an analyst, although it would make sense that coaching would be a realm of possibilities, not only because of course he's an established IGL, and again what his legacy does leave behind. It's going to be an amazing thing to see how he does do inside that Big management, whatever role they do find for him. But alongside that, their former coach and analyst Kakavu has now left the organization as well, so it would make sense for Gabi to trickle back in and maybe take on an analyst slash semi-coaching role, because Big does have a couple of coaches, or they could possibly in the future. And that also just needs to be recognized, guys, when a notorious figure like this, a notorious IGL in the realm of not only German CS but Counter-Strike in general, does retire. It's a great thing to see, because you know it's an amazing thing to see a player out there who knows the best thing for his team is him taking a step back. I only wish it was at a better time for him. I know the past few months have been pretty rough, not only for the entire team but also for him. So it's just an amazing thing to see a player actually recognize, hey, even though it's not the best time for me to retire, we didn't just win a major event or a big event out there, it's the best thing for the team, and I am now taking an official step back from Counter-Strike. So huge congrats to Gabi. I only wish him the best of luck in the future, and hopefully he can turn it around and come back for some role and really help out this big lineup. And I guess one last big thing as well, I am super proud to see Smooya now officially back here, guys. I don't know if it's going to be for a long-term period of time, but I cannot wait to see how this new Big Clan roster does go. But there's still a lot of question marks going forward. But another big news out there, guys. Yes, it's huge news for post-major. We are going to be seeing some crazy things. And yes, I'll be breaking it down here every day with some mad energy, because also, speaking of which, guys, kNg now has his visa approved, which we all know. I think everyone, when they saw this, guys, with his American visa finally being approved, he struggled with this for quite some time now. This borderline confirms he will be joining MiBR as their 5th member post-major, no matter how that INS roster does do. Although I'm sure they can actually, make a decent run there with him, onward and upward for better things for that guy in the future. We've already heard his teammates talk about his future as well, how they are a family. They don't really care where he goes. As long as it's best for him, they don't mind if he leaves that roster. So it should be kNg with an American visa approved. He should be going to MiBR very shortly after that major, and I cannot wait to see what other moves we do see. Now, speaking though of MiBR, guys, they actually had a special announcement event this past weekend for their new jersey reveal on screen for all of you guys. Although, according to Coldzera's Instagram story post, he wasn't actually allowed to go on stage with the team, or it was not invited to go on stage with the team. There was some show matches going on, some other things at the event. According to his own words, he was very limited to actually doing some of the things that other players could do, which, to be fair, in light of this going on the Reddit post, guys, it makes a lot of sense, right? Any other organization out there, if this member is obviously no longer a starting player and will no longer play for your team, and he's already onward to better things, or trying to, of course, negotiate some future things with other teams, it's probably going to cause more harm than good to show him on stage or have him be that vocal at an event like this. So I understand it, guys, from both sides, why he'd be a bit upset by this, if he even was upset. It just sounded like he was a bit angered by the fact he was very limited, although it does make a lot of sense. It'd be a bit strange to have a new jersey reveal, which he will never wear with MiBR, and he's on stage with the team wearing that new jersey. So a bit understanding from both sides, guys, but shouldn't matter sometime soon. It'll be Coldzera out and kNg in. That's a weird thing to say. And finally, the Cache remake is done. I honestly think this might be one of the most hyped up reworks of a map we've had in quite a long time. FM Pone, huge congrats to him, guys. The map will be showcased for the first time in a show match at ESL New York. The apples all finally made sense. There are a few people out there saying no, it will not be showcased. I think I'm more excited to see, and I hope you guys are as well, as to what map in the eventual competitive pool this one does replace. And I hope it all goes smoothly and lives up to all the hype around it, because it's been going on for quite a few months now, so people probably have some super high expectations. I think looks wise it'll be great. We already know it's going to have the overgrown texture, you know, almost like the earth or nature is taking back over the map. We know that's the borderline general direction of where it's going to go, but of course everything else in terms of boost, jumps, so on and so forth could be changed drastically as well. I am crossing my fingers we will see it for the first time played out by professional players at ESL New York during a show match, and huge congrats to FM Pone. I hope it goes over very well. Very lastly, for all of you guys watching CSGO News, a quick thing, just thank you. I know I thank you guys like a lot, but I just really mean it. You know, it's always great coming back on a Monday to make these videos. I really appreciate you guys. One last thing though, don't get your hopes up on a CSGO operation being anytime soon. We actually have the creator of SteamDB though doing some file searching after our latest CSGO update, guys. He did see they actually added panorama support for both cooperative mode and an operation leaderboard, but also keep in mind his reply to that same tweet, guys. This could be overused code for other game modes currently in CSGO, whether it's Danger Zone, whether it's going to be Wingman. This could be overused code with that kind of misleading titles or misleading text. So, you know, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope it actually will be a CSGO operation. I think every year around a major, we think, okay, what would the best thing be right after a major or within a month after a major? You would think it'd be an operation because we only see them once every 2 years now. But again, with that being said, with them being, you know, what is it, 500 something days, however many long days it's been since our last operation, I will not get my hopes up too far, but I will keep this in mind, and hopefully it is what we want it to be. As always though, I hope you guys all do enjoy. We have so much esports news coming out today, and along with that, some crazy stories out there. Some stories are a bit unfortunate, but I feel like I have the need to cover them. Other stories though are going to be happier stories as well, and of course we'll be back here tomorrow, guys, breaking down further CSGO news for all of you. As always, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the great comments. If you guys didn't know, this past weekend, like I said, I went to a wedding. It was a long road trip, and on the way back I was just reading comments. I don't always respond to comments, as you guys know, but just you guys are some of the funniest people out there. Some of you are very mean, but some of you just really make my day. So I really do appreciate you guys. I'll see you back here sometime soon. If not later today, then tomorrow. Take care, drink coffee, stay hydrated. Goodbye.